Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to Noble Family Research Center, NOFREC Basic School Manager Tutorial 7 on how to use the Expense and Purchases workbook. Before you proceed, we said no part of this program may be reproduced, stored in a retrievable system, or transmitted in any form without permission from NOFREC. You may reach us at saliaottoman@gmail.com and our mobile number 054 9685 090 024 450 4294 024 450 4294, or write to us through Noble Family Research Center, Box 54, Brekum region. We are still going to use our master workbook to open our Expense and Purchases workbook. Our Expense and Purchases workbook is made up of the entry form, expenditure sheet, monthly expense and repayments sheet. As indicated in our previous lesson, we considered liabilities as part of our income, other sources of income, and now we are also going to consider the repayments of such liabilities, being loan or borrowing, as part of our expenses. So with the expenditure form, we have expense code, the item on which the expense was incurred as incurred on, then amount. So let's say we have SS for staff salary. On 14th of January, made a payment of staff salary. Okay, we are just using it for demonstration. It's for the demonstration, so any amount that will be quoted is okay. Let's say we made 500 cedis as staff salary on 14th of January. And before we issue the save command, we have to make sure that the A4 of the next sheet to receive the information is always active. Come back and give our save. We take another aspect, maybe we paid for, what is this, stationery. Say we paid 50 cedis as stationery. We save. Then let's say we bought some items that cannot be individually quoted. We call them others. So let's say we have some other bills that are expenses, say 20 cedis. We save. So when you come to the monthly income, the monthly expense sheet, we have incurred 570 cedis in January. Under staff salary, we've incurred 500 cedis, and we've also bought stationery 50 cedis, and other expense as 20 cedis, making a total of 570 cedis. So, and that was made in 14th of January. So the amount per each of the bill item has been quoted against the date of payment. When we are done with this, assuming we also have to make some loan repayments and borrowing say March. So on March 1st, we have to pay some money at the bank. So March 1st, and don't forget to change the date on the master worksheet. That's where we change the date. Now our date has reflected here. So March 1st, we made a loan repayment of, in our previous lesson we took 2,000 cedis from the bank and 2,500 cedis as borrowing. So we are going to make a payment of 500 cedis this month. We save. Then equally, we have to also make some payment for the borrowing too. So we are going to repay some amount, and the person is collecting 300 cedis from us. We save. So when you visit our repayment sheet, it has also shown that in March is January, February, March. March 1st, the day is 1st, and the month is March. The amount paid to the bank as loan repayment is 500 cedis. Here, all such payments that will be made in this particular month will sum up here. If we also make another payment in the same month, it will come and be added to this. The borrowing too, we pay 300 cedis. It has also reflected here. If we do another payment in this same month, it will come and add up here. We have the total payment made in March well seated over here, and the same applies to the rest of the months. We have them up to December, they are all here. So we have loan repayments and borrowing repayments. And when we do this, these values will be needed. Our monthly expense here, we quote it every month, whatever has been accumulated here will be needed. So this value 570 plus the loan repayment here, which is 800 cedis, making 1,370, will be used when we are doing the income and expenditure analysis for the year or for the month. So that's how the expense and purchases book works. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you very much for your time.